Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Suns hosting the Pelicans, and the Suns are 6-point home favorites. The over-unders at 237.5. The Pelicans are plus 195 on the money line, and the Suns are minus 238. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. They played twice this season. The Pelicans won both games, 126-124 in New Orleans, and then they won tonight, 124-116 out here in Phoenix. So this is a back-to-back in Phoenix. Lineups for this game, I'm just going to roll with, who started today minus Beal because, that's probably been the worst trade that the Suns ever made. Durant, Ball, Richards, Booker, and Jones. That's who started tonight for the Suns. And then Zion, Makovich, Missy, Murphy, and McCollum. That's who started tonight for the Pelicans. And the fact that the Pelicans are winning games that they need to be losing, I mean, it's kind of remarkable that they could end up winning themselves out of a chance to end up with Cooper Flag. But somehow I really think that the ping pong balls are going to bounce their way because it just seems to be like how the NBA and people say that it's rigged, that they'll get the ping pong ball, they'll trade Zion, and then it's like a restart with Cooper Flag. Head-to-head, these teams are 5-5 against each other. The Pelicans have beaten the Suns the last 3 times they played them. The home team is 5-5. The underdog has won the last 5 games they played against each other. The underdog is both 6-4 against the spread and 6-4 on the money line. The over is 8-2, and the under at 237.5 is 6-4. The last 2 that they played did go over, and the last 2 that they played did go over 237.5. So it'll be interesting what happens on a back-to-back. The Pelicans are 4-6 in their last 10, 5-5 against the spread. The over-under is 5-5. They've won and covered their last 3. 214, 210, 212, 240. 8-point loss to the Mavericks. 18-point win over the Spurs. 6-point win over the Spurs. And then an 8-point win over the Suns. They covered all 3 of those games. And then for the Suns, 2-8 in their last 10, 3-7 against the spread. The over is 6-4 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game losing streak. 238, 236, 299, and then 240. 4-point win over the Bulls, didn't cover. 18-point loss to the Raptors, didn't cover. 3-point loss to the Grizzlies, they covered. And then an 8-point loss tonight to the Pelicans, they didn't cover. And I'm not putting the blame on Kevin Durant. It just seems like after he left the Warriors, the teams that he's gone to have tried to build super teams, and they have just epically failed. And then they end up going into rebuild mode. Now, I'm not blaming him for this. I'm blaming the fact that they traded for Bradley Beal and gave up their bench players and their role players and what they needed for a dude who's been consistently out of the lineup, and now no one wants to take his contract. So, yeah, that was a swing and a miss right there. I'm going to take... I'll take the Suns on the money line. I will take the Pelicans getting the points, and I'm going to go over. And watch this be the game that the Suns win, they cover, and then the Pelicans don't score 100 points. I'd laugh. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.